It was like H.H.
Betty
Holmes.
White was 178 when she died, or how old was she?
Well, she didn't die. She just laid down and disappeared like Yoda.
Dehydrated for the winter.
Someone turned on the fan and
You
she
were
just
500 years better yet. You was out.
Right.
Yeah, like Yoda with Skywalker.
I suck. Do not talk shit.
Strong with your father he is.
Your father is.
Oh man,
What?
dude, those original. You know what's crazy about Star Wars is we grew up with the classics, bro.
Favorite movie ever, John? I just have to ask.
Ever?
One movie, and you too, brother. You got to tell me, Alan 90, whatever the fuck
Alan,
his name is.
You say it first, Alan.
My favorite of the Star Wars?
No. Your favorite movie of all time. You only get to pick one. And think of music, too. You only get to pick one artist. If I were to say, hey, you're on a fucking island, you have to pick a meal, you have to pick an artist, and you have to pick a movie, and that's all you're going to watch for the rest of your fucking life. That's just how I put it, because I'm curious. I'm a huge fan of music, movies, and food. So, shit. That's that,
This is a bullshit answer, but I really enjoy the Lord of the Rings extended trilogy.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
So just all three, right?
All
Dude.
three. Because it's all one story, counts as one thing. They were all made at the same time. I call that one movie since they couldn't just release 9 hours at a time.
I keep watching those fuckers every 3-4 months.
Right?
That's
Bro,
what
I am.
Yeah.
I have a Lord of the Rings addiction. Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
Rocky, Karate Kid,
yeah.
all these fucking movies. I'm like, dude, you've seen them. Back to the Future,
Yeah.
1,000 times. Watch something else, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You know what I
What
mean?
do you
So what's yours?
Oh, my favorite movie is probably, I'm trying to think of right now.
You said Fellowship or you said Return?
If it
Or
had
it's
to be
the whole
thing,
thing.
if the trilogy,
Okay,
but
the
if it had
so
to,
the
if it had to
trilogy,
be
yeah.
one, I would say
It's Return to the King, dude.
Two Towers because
Wow,
of the Battle of
what?
Helm's
You're like
Deep.
my brother.
Oh,
That is
yeah, Two Towers.
that one's the least favorite of mine, and I don't.
Never Forget,
Well,
right?
The extended
I
edition,
don't know.
it saves
Yeah?
it. It makes
Really?
it more of a story. You don't see Sauron just
get all
disappear.
demolished and all
no,
that
you
shit.
see
Yeah,
him
just-
get killed.
What about
Oh,
that?
good.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Shit, I need to watch
they talk
that then.
shit while he's up at the tower,
Oh,
and then
good.
they shoot him with an arrow.
Oh, good.
Brad
Yeah,
Dourif
good.
stabs him, and he falls down and gets
He
impaled.
falls like
yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
yeah, right.
He's on like the other dude that was a Return to the King and fell on fire off the freaking Miris Tirith or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
What were you? Who was the guy you were talking about in Lord of the Rings?
Which one?
The first
All the actors like 100 and
Saruman.
fucking
Saruman.
Christopher
Yeah. No.
Knight.
The Two Towers.
Yeah.
Don't you love that? My favorite guy in that whole movie is the big slow guy, the big
Treebeard?
dumb slow
Treebeard.
goblin that they have hold the big bomb, and he just
He's like, Hey, dude, he is pretty wicked. But the dude from Fellowship, bro, the first guy goes, Sauron. That dude that's all freaking built.
Is that
and
the-
he has the bow and arrow, and he's trying to take out Homeboy at the end.
Is that the one where the rock comes flying towards him and he
steps
just
out of the
stands
way.
there and he steps out of the way?
He goes, don't move from your head. And then he goes, no, that dude's an ugly motherfucker, man. That one's like the worst orc, no?
Yeah.
That one, yeah. But John, what is the favorite?
Favorite movie of all time? I probably have to say right now, because it fluctuates, but right now it's probably Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Just because
with Brad Pitt?
Yeah, just because of the cinematography.
Wow. The ashtray alone.
What's that?
The ashtray.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Fucking ashtray.
Exactly.
You're like,
dude.
yeah. Just
Well,
even that. You're like, that's real.
My
That shit
favorite,
is-
my favorite stuff is the scenes, the way they set the shot for him driving. Mm-hmm. You know, because you get a perfect shot of this cool motherfucker driving down the road, and that's how we all envision ourselves when we're in like fucking cruise mode,
yeah,
right?
Hollywood.
We're just like, I'm just fucking cruising
Beat
down
up
the road,
Honda
bro.
Civic.
Yeah, dude. No matter what the fuck you're driving, you're just that cool dude at a moment in time. I was like, yeah, everybody feels like that from time to time, but they're just the older I get, the bigger a fan I become of cinematography. I mean, it's basically, if you love pictures, well, fucking moving pictures, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this picture fucking moves and progresses and changes into something else. And that's something I'm, like, really completely amazed by. I'm still delving into it and exploring it. and I know very little about it, but that's the exciting thing is there's so many great artists out there. You watch any movie that you're a fan of and you'll catch something that you're like...
Every single time is my favorite movie.
Oh, okay. What's that about?
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, gotcha.
With Gene Wilder.
Sure.
Every fucking time I see it, I find something new. And it is phenomenal because Gene Wilder, you think Blazing Saddles, you think Stir Crazy with Richard Pryor. Young Frankenstein. And he was phenomenal in those movies.
Yeah.
But to me, it just because he was talking all these different languages, he was adding all these languages. Go, goodbye, Mrs. Gloop. Gesundheit. Avida say farewell, and just all this shit that he's using all these different voices, and he just he's like, wait, stop, come back, talking to the spoiled ass American kid that's like, shut up, mother, you stupid bitch, I got the ticket and shut up, and at the end of the day, he's testing the poor kid, which is Charlie, to win the whole chocolate factory, but he has to make sure he can trust him. And that's what the whole gobstopper thing is. But every time you see it, you're like, oh my God, I didn't even snap that. Like the Oompa Loompas, the scenes, the magic to it, the things that you don't think would happen. Wait, the room's getting bigger. No, it's not. He's getting smaller. All these things.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
dude.
you know what I mean? It's just, and then of course, that one's the first one. The new one with
Johnny Depp.
No. That one's the middle one.
Timothy
Chalamet. That one's the second one, and then Johnny's the third.
Oh,
that one's
okay.
in order for me.
The Wonka prequel.
I heard
Gene Wilder,
that
you just see this magic, dude. To when you see it, you're like, oh, what the hell? I'm gonna be the first person sent through television. There's futuristic shit in the 70s in that now that's literally true. Like that. You're what the hell?
Well,
wow.
And with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Like one thing I read is that the kids didn't know, like they weren't privy to the boat scene, how he was going to deliver that, and so a lot of
chocolate factory when they walked in.
How do you keep the ants out?
Yeah, when he yelled at Charlie, Charlie did not know he was going to go that crazy.
That's
you
so cool.
bumped into a ceiling that now has to be washed, so you get nothing. You lose, and the kids all like, holy shit, is this Gene Wilder being an asshole or is he acting?
Right.
And he said, I hated putting him through that, but I had to so I could get the natural reaction from him, because if he knew, he hadn't seen me throw a fit. He hadn't seen me being an asshole in the movie. So when he did that, he had
There's
to,
a realism to
yes,
it.
a realism to it.
Similar
Charlie,
to
you
Kubrick's
did
method
it. You
of
won. Yeah.
Shelley Duvall.
By the way,
Absolutely
Shelley
fucking
Duvall
crazy.
is fucking hot, right?
Yes,
I
the
definitely
Shining,
hit
the
the
Shining, and then
yes, Popeye. Yeah, Shelley Duvall and Popeye.
Dude, she just passed away, man.
Yeah.
And like Robin and her, bro, that was magic, dude.
That was.
Pluto and the fake octopus and all that stuff. Remember the whole movie?
Dude,
I mean, we had to deal with
They
fake
still have
sharks
that
and octopuses.
set out there.
And, dude,
Like you can visit that set in
Really?
California on the
Wow.
coast. Yeah. That's
dude,
pretty
she was
nuts.
phenomenal in that Shining, bro, with Jack Nicholson.